From historic Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway, towing the slab in today's game. Richard Fitz. What do you have on him, Siggy?
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit.
Toronto, shortstop Bo Bichette.
That's in for a strike at 95, and we're underway from Fenway. Next pitch, not close, up high. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
First baseman, Vladimir.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Bichette on at first, nobody out. There's a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. And that just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Base hit, left center field. Runner stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Anthony Santander at the plate. And that is out of play. And that's outside. And the count is 1-1. First and second here, no outs. That one ripped. And it stays fair. Bichette around third and headed home. He'll score. Duran quickly gets it back in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Golden opportunity right here. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe two.
That one's in there, and the count 1-1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in. I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next pitch way upstairs. 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Bases loaded, nobody out. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Next offering upstairs. Swing and a grounder foul first base side.
You need a strikeout and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up something, but you got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Bases juiced, no outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
3-2. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. That one felt good. It's 5-zip. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to Casas. Gets the catcher by a step. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
And that one fouled off. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that one almost hit him. Still only one out here in the inning. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Nathan Lucas in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Two out, space is empty. That's outside, and the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Good eye in that spot.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Here's a 2-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two outs. Hard hit to third. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But they leave their mark on the inning as we get another look at the grand slam. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Fenway Park. And today's starter, Jose Barrios. What's the word on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Jarren Duran, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. That one ripped, but foul. Here's a 1-1. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. That's inside. That one the other way. He dives, but he can't make the catch. No throw, and they come away without an out.
You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Rafael Devers stands in now and watches strike one. And there's a foul ball. And Devers hits that one. Springer there makes the catch. One down.
Batting third.
Check out the Red Sox lineup. Saying they got their work cut out for them. Down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at-bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization, and go out there and move the line. If you do that, you're going to score some runs. Maybe you don't win this ball game, but at least you have some momentum to carry into the next one.
Swing and a ball popped up. Kirk settles under it. Corrals it. 2 down.
Batting fourth, first baseman Tristan Casas.
Now batting Tristan Casas.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Foul ball there. Duran off of first with 2 away. Next one misses. Ball 1. Just missed. Swing and a ball ripped right field. And that one back. And that one is gone. He'll touch them all. And they cut into the deficit. It's 5-2.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connecting on pitches like that. Oh, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
So 2 down. Here's Trevor Story now. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. And that's outside.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
That catches the corner. Gets a piece and stays alive. The shortstop takes the ball. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 3. Cut on and lifted in the air. Lucas makes the grab, and that is that. but not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 5-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Top of the second, and stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Alan Roden. Fitz back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And now it's even up. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching. But, you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
And that one hammered. Rafaela going back. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. His first homer of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 6-2.
Sometimes we say it's a sinker that didn't sink. Well, that was a splitter that just didn't split. Kind of like a BP fastball. And when you throw that pitch, don't expect to get it back. You're getting a new baseball from the umpire.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And that's going to be ruled a swing. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now singled and scored his first time. And ball 1. Slides, but it gets by him.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now Anthony Santander on the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Garrett Crochet up and throwing. Ground ball right side. Over to Story for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Now a 6-2 ball game. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. And downstairs. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's one out the bottom of the second. So stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fastball for a strike at 95. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count 1-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Just off the inside corner. 2-2. One out, base is empty. Strike three, and that's two in a row. David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a foul out of play. And a swing and a miss there.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Here's the 0-2. Stays alive. Two down, nobody on. And 1-2.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Two outs. That one hit to right. And that'll get off into the seats. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the second.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. And stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. First pitch misses. Jimenez throws right, bats left. 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela.
No, that's high.
Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 3. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And now Alex Cora is out of the dugout, and he will make a move for the bullpen. Richard Fitz won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Red Sox, Garrett Crochet. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Man at first. Here's George Springer. He's already homered here in this one. Now snap throw to first. Jimenez back on a dive. And a foul ball. Jimenez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Next offering is fouled back. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One away.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And that drops in for a strike. Throw over to first. Jimenez back in on a dive. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Right side, and that's just foul. The 1-2. Just misses with that one. Man at first, one away. Runner on the move. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow left field. That's out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Wagner at the plate and takes high there.
1-0.
And another ball. Next offering is down low, and that's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First and second, 2 outs. Now a chance for Nathan Lucas. 0 for 1 so far. And that one pulled foul. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Blue Jays leave a pair. They lead it 6-2. Set for the bottom of the third, and now the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. Ball one there. Fought off foul. Hit on the ground to short. Bichette whips it to first on the run. Pretty nice play there. So the batting order turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. Reached on an infield single his first time. And there's a strike. Yeah, that's fouled off. And there's a ball. Next pitch is downstairs. That one just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Devers takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Duran, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Ball to strike. Fastball is outside. Next offering is fouled back. Man at second. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Next offering is downstairs.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's Alex Bregman. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Outside. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. On to inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Red Sox 2. And we're back here at Fenway Park as we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Jays, Alan Roden. Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And that is downstairs. And it's 2-1. Anything in particular stand out to you as far as moments at Fenway Park?
Wow, you know, it's unfortunate because I remember as an Oakland A's player, we were up in the series against the Red Sox, 2-0. All we needed to do was close out a Saturday night ball game. We went extra innings. The Red Sox won that ball game. And then Sunday, they pushed the series by winning Game 4 back to Oakland for Game 5. And unfortunately, they won Game 5 as well. Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one, just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Bichette, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That misses the zone. 2-0. That was 2003, and the Red Sox would eventually get their hearts broken by Aaron Boone, but end the curse a year later. And another ball. And the 3-0 finds the zone. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
1 down, base is empty. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
They just keep handing out gifts, Boo. Were we supposed to bring something?
Singy, I think just our presence is the present. Now the number 2 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 2 for 2. And there's a strike. Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
This to center field. Rafaela pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
So man aboard. And next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. And the lefty with the 0-1. Swings through that.
No ball. 2 strike.
2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Nabs it, and that'll do it. Back here at Fenway, ready to go, bottom 4. And here's the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Fouled off left side.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Oh, and 2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now one miss.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And they'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Story batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. That's off the inside corner, and 1-1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that one is lifted in the air. Springer hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Wilyer Abreu now at the plate. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Lucas makes the play, and it's out number 3. Offense held in check there. We played 4. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Red Sox 2. Garrett Whitlock takes over on the mound. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Bregman to first. 1 up, 1 down. And the batter is George Springer. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Whitlock, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. next offering is in for a strike.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds. Add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 2 in this one. Tap foul at the plate. Liner, base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now here is Will Wagner. Check swing, now an appeal to third. And that's a swing according to umpire Ed Drummond. Springer at second. Kirk over at first with one away. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to Story for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. So no runs on 2 base hits. No errors, and 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Red Sox 2. Back here in Boston, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Connor Wong. Berrios back to work.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2. He goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Second baseman, David
Here's a speed threat, David Hamilton. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. Foul ball. On the ground. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
now batting center fielder Cedar Rafaela.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Cedar Rafaela. Grounded out his first time up. Swinging a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Popped up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Red Sox 2. Back in Boston, start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Nathan Lucas. Line drive, base hit down the line. And the leadoff man aboard.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So up next for Toronto, Alan Roden. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Roden, in his rookie season, 25 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2022.
Well, these Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
So the lineup flips over. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays.
Up. No ball. One strike.
That one at the knees for a strike.
Oh.
This one in the dirt.
1-2.
Roden at first, one gone. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball 3. Full count.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. To second, pulls him off the bag. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
First baseman,
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Man on second, two down. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with two strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Line drive, Hamilton. The throw to first, and Guerrero is set down. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Red Sox 2. Back here in Boston. Well, we go bottom 6. And the batter now, Jarren Duran. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Just missed.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately, you either have it or you don't.
And now 1-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Here's Rafael Devers. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Bases empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Inside, and a count 2-1.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. That one fouled off, 2-2. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That one fouled off. And there's a foul ball. Ripped on a line to center. Squeezes it, 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Tristan Casas, the next to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Ripped on a line, and that is that. And the Red Sox leave one. They still trail it here. It's 6-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Justin Slayton.
Justin Slayton.
Anthony Santander digs in now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just missed. That one misses, and now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Huh. 0-1. No, that's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Santander gets his lead at first with nobody out. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the inside corner for called strike 3. And now for the Jays, George Springer. And remember, it was a grand slam from him back in the first inning.
Well, he made an early statement with that swing. It changed everything about the game right out of the jump.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Now the catcher up to hit, Alejandro Kirk, 1 for 3. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
2 on, 1 out. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one is upstairs. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the top half of inning number 7. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. To the right side. There's one.
He's out.
Back to first. Double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. So one hit is all they get midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Red Sox 2. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. The Red Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Nick Sandlin getting loose out there. Lucas, the lefty, warming up as well. Foul ball there. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
In the dirt, and the count's even at 2.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
High fly ball, shallow right field. Springer on the move. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That's all for Jose Barrios, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Easton Lucas gets the ball now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And next for the Red Sox, Wilyer Abreu. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
And a base hit. One down. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. First pitch, and he just misses.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And a foul ball. Next one is off the plate. And that's ball two.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
And that one almost got him.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
The Blue Jays leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground to third, might be 2 to Jimenez. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Red Sox 2. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Brennan Bernardino.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now for the Jays, Will Wagner.
Third baseman, Will Wagner.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, sometimes as left-handed hitter, you know you're going to see at least 1 or 2 breaking balls in the at-bat, so why not go up there ready to hit that first one? Just couldn't barrel that one up.
The 1-1. Sliced hard but foul. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Lucas in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Movement in the bullpen, Sean Newcomb, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, a good breaking ball like that can buckle the hitter, and by the time you realize it's going to be in the strike zone, it's too late to pull the trigger.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back there. And out of here. He deposits that one into the monster seats. A laser to left. And they add a run. It's 7-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Now, here is Allen Roden. Ground ball up the middle. And now 2 gone.
Showing us right there why he's considered one of the best middle infielders in the sport. That's always a tough play going up the middle on the backhand. But what really made this play happen was that quick release, smooth exchange, and that was as smooth as it gets. And it had to be with the wheels going down the line.
Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Abreu drops into the glove, and that is that. Toronto extends the lead on the solo shot. It's now a 7-2 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Fenway Park, now it's the second baseman, David Hamilton. Lucas back to work. Right through there for a strike. That misses. 1-1.
1-1.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So up next, Ceddanne Rafaela. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give him one more thing.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots, or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
One out, runner at second. Next to hit, Jarren Duran. And first offering is fouled off. Rafaela leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. That's off the mark, and it's 1-1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Rafaela coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 7-3. And it's Rafael Devers in the box. And that drops in for a strike.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Started to go after it. Now a look down to third, and he held up. And that misses. 2-1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Fouled off to the right. The Red Sox down by 4 near the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Bregman, the next to hit, takes outside. Two outs. Fought off foul. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 7-3. It's Major League Baseball on the show. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Bernardino, a 6'4" lefty. He features a sinker, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a slider. That one misses, and the count is 2-0. There's a strike. Inside, just missed. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. Three-two. Right through there, got him. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
That misses, and it's 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
1 out, runner at second. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. One out and a runner at second here at the top of the 9th. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. And here is George Springer.
No matter what, you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
In the dirt.
One strike.
And that is out of play. Man at second. Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Blue Jays 7 and the Red Sox 3. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Nick Sandlin. He last pitched 2 days ago. Tristan Casas getting ready to hit.
First baseman, Tristan Casas.
Not close with that one. 1-0. Just missed. And a big swing and a miss.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Misses. 3-2 now.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here's Story now. 0 for 3 in this one. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Strike 2.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Caught him looking for the K. He's 2 outs away. Wilyer Abreu now at the plate.
Abreu.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Casas leads off first with 1 away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. set down on strikes. And they're down to their last out.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
One ball.
In the dirt. Next offering is down low. The Jays leading by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Two outs. Smoked on the ground a second, and that'll do it.
Well, this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game, swinging the bats, scoring runs, just very aggressive. I feel like they set the tone, and that tone created a momentum that took them all the way to the finish line. Nice win today.
7-3 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.